After we got married and had kids, I had a business and I was an evangelist. I was a Bible teacher. I taught the Bible in these born-again churches and in Baptist churches and Assembly of God kind of churches. I used to teach classes to Protestants on how to convert Catholics. But guess what? I was wrong. I was lying to people, but I didn't know I was lying to people. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I had the truth. But after all of these years of being an evangelist and a Bible teacher, in 1994, I became a Catholic with my whole family, my wife and 4 kids. And you may say, wow, what happened? If you're out there trying to convince Catholics to leave the Catholic Church, then what in the world happened to you? It's a good question. There was nobody that came and talked to me about the Catholic Church that changed my mind. I had never, at this point, neither my wife Janet nor I had ever once set foot in a Catholic church out of principle. Never had been in a Catholic church. Never once had I met a Catholic priest in person. I didn't want to meet one. And never once had my wife and I met a Catholic who could explain and defend their faith. I could talk to a Catholic and pick them off the tree like a ripe banana. Because Catholics that I knew had no idea what they believed, how to explain it or defend it. And why did I become a Catholic then? My journey to the Catholic Church began when I started to see the problems with Protestantism. And when I say Protestantism, I want you to know that I'm referring to all of those little groups that line the street. All the little assemblies of God, even the big assemblies of God, where you walk in the door and they're growing. Why? Because they love, love, love you. Come on in, we love, love, love you, and we also love your money. Don't ever think that those churches, it's all about loving you in the gospel. I know too many of these pastors in the United States, and I know that a lot of it is about money, and they preach a good message, but unfortunately many naive Christians fall for that stuff. You don't find the Archbishop here picking your pocket all the time every time you walk in. I have been amazed because I always heard about how the Catholic Church is always... They never have asked me for money, hardly ever. Not like those kind of churches. So, I began to see the problems with Protestantism, and I use the word Protestant to refer to all of those other groups outside of the Catholic Church. Those that broke away with Martin Luther and the Reformers in the 16th century. And where do you think the word Protestant comes from? Protest. We really should pronounce it protestism, because that's what it is. It's protest against, what are they protesting against? The Catholic Church. So I began to see the problems in my own tradition when I was there. Janet and I, between the two of us, we were members of Presbyterian churches, Baptist churches, Bible churches, Charismatic Pentecostal churches, Reformed churches, Bible alone, non-denominational churches. So don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. We went the whole circle of the desert before we finally found the oasis.